Okay, you're walking down the streets of your town. You see many different people, many different shops and everything. Each person has their own story. You see a homeless man or an old man in a grocery store who's been in World War II. You see a mother of two whose husband has died in a car accident. You see a young boy whose sister is fighting cancer. And then you see a young woman who is being trafficked for prostitution. She's been in many homes with many different people. She doesn't really know where she belongs, but her only friends are the people that she sees every night, and her only family are the ones who sell her food. Many women like this have a story, the one just displayed. So, this happens everywhere, like a bunch of people around us, not only to women, but also to children as well. I've been researching this topic for my communications class. I've given 2 speeches on it already, so I kind of know the topic pretty well. And then I wrote a song for my last speech, which was a performative speech about a young woman who falls in love with this guy. She runs away with him, he abducts her, and then she kind of dreams of a life beyond that. And so I'm not a good singer at all. So bear with me with this and everything. Okay. And here it goes. I'm new to this town. He tells me that I'm pretty. He draws me from the crowds. Where God can't save me now. God can't save me. God can't save me now. He's so tall and handsome as hell. Something's wrong, but he hides it so well. I can't see the end as it begins as I follow him. That's where my freedom ends, standing right beside him. Should I run or fight him? But that's all decided as my shackles tighten. Now my freedom is just in my wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. He said no one can look for you. Throws me to the ground in a cold dark room where I long for a familiar sound. This will last forever, but I want this to end now. He's so tall and handsome as hell. Something's wrong, but he hides it so well. And that's where I had my very last kiss. My last request it is. That's where the end begins. Standing all beside them, should I run or fight them? But that's all decided as my shackles tighten. Now my freedom's just in my wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. Looking back in hindsight, something didn't feel right. What I know now could have been what freed me. If I get free, I'll hunt you down. Looking back in hindsight, something didn't feel right. What I know now could have been what freed me. And if I get free, I'll hunt you down. That's where the end begins, standing all beside them. Should I run or fight them? But that's all decided. If this isn't the end, maybe I'll just pretend that I'll live happily, standing in the sunshine, pretend the world is all mine, only for a short time. And my freedom is just in the wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. Freedom is just in my wildest dreams. In my wildest dreams. Okay, So to conclude my performative speech, I'd like you all to like go away with the feeling and like how awful it would be to be like a victim of human trafficking and everything, and then I want you guys to all like think about it and like take care of yourselves. So along with that, I have brought cards that say they have a number on it, like a hotline that's like 24 hours. If you see or hear anything suspicious about human trafficking, you can call this number and they can like check it out. And then also there's an organization not far from here in Simi Valley. It's called Beauty for Ashes International, and there's information on here about them where you can like help and join, where they help victims across like the world and stuff like of human trafficking. You can join that. You can like go over there. You can like them on Facebook where they post different events and stuff that you can get involved with. So I'd like to thank you all for listening. Yay, Elizabeth! Yeah.
If you want to restart, you messed up.
Yeah, okay. Ready? Make sure you film now. Oh, shoot, okay, sorry. Okay, so as you walk through the streets of your town, you see many people, many different, like a lot of different stores. You walk past each person, you see an old man shopping for groceries. He's been in World War II. You see a woman who is a child and her husband has died in a car accident. Then you see a little boy whose sister is fighting cancer. Then you come across a young woman who has been trafficked for prostitution. She's been in many homes without knowing where she truly belongs, and she has no friends except for the ones that she sees every night, and no family except for the ones that sell her for her body. She doesn't know a life before this. All she knows is what is going on now. Many young women have this same life as the one explained. And so I've been researching this topic of human trafficking for my speech class for the whole entire semester. Given like 2 speeches on it. So I am going to share with you my last speech, which is a performative speech. I'm going to sing to you a song that I wrote about human trafficking. It is about a girl who has been trafficked and everything, falls in love with a man, then he abducts her, forces her into prostitution, and then all she wants to do is like become free. Okay, so I'm not a very good singer. Warning you that now. All right. Okay. To this town, he tells me that I'm pretty. He draws me from the crowd, where God can't save me now. God can't save me. God can't save me now. He's so tall and handsome as hell. Something's wrong, but he has it so well. I can see the end as it begins, as I follow him. That's when my freedom ends. Standing right beside him, should I wanna fight it? But that's all decided as my shackles tighten. But that's all, now my freedom is just sitting by wild streams of It's so cold, but I just wild streams of
Yeah, but I was under the impression.
Said no one would come look for you. Throws me to the ground in a cold dark room where I long for a familiar sound. This will last forever, but I want this to end now. He's so tall and handsome as hell. Something's wrong, but he hides it so well. And that's where I had my very last kiss. My last request it is. That's where the end begins. Standing all beside them, should I run or fight them? But that's all decided as my shackles tighten. Now my freedom is just in my wild streams of Looking back in hindsight, something didn't feel right. What I know now could have been more free in me. If I get free, I'll hunt you down. Looking back in hindsight, something didn't feel right. What I know now could have been what freed me, and if I get free, I'll hunt you down. That's where the end begins, standing all beside them. Should I run or fight them? But that's all decided, as I shake decided. But that's all pretend. Maybe I'll just pretend I don't live happily, standing in the sunshine, pretend the world is all mine, only for a short time, and my freedom is just my wild dreams of wild dreams of freedom is just in my wildest dreams, in my wildest dreams. Okay. To conclude my performative speech, I'd like you all to imagine and feel how awful it would be to be in that situation, and that I just want you all to take care of yourselves, be aware that this is a current issue that goes on all around us. And so I made some cards that have hotline on it. So if you see anything about human trafficking, it's like a 24-hour hotline, it's completely toll free and everything. And then there's also an organization in Simi Valley where it's Beauty for Ashes International, where they help victims across the world with human trafficking and stuff like that. And they want to start helping locally, in LA and everything. Okay, thank you guys for listening.